Hi guys, welcome or welcome back. This is Budget with Jess, and in today's video, it's going to be a debt update video. So if you're interested in this type of content, go ahead and keep on watching. So I think I'm trying to do this monthly. I did mess up on April. I didn't update April, but I did do March, May, and now we're going to do June. Just because I think my debt is kind of going to slow down after this because I'm paying out my higher cards. I'm probably going to be doing it either every other month or maybe quarterly. I'm sorry, I keep moving. I'm not very sure. I'm going to see how I'm going to do that since there won't be so much movement. But let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to write down all my cards that I initially had, and then I will come back. I hope this is straight. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So I started off with, well, if we really look initially at how it started off, this was in March when I did, I believe, my debt confession. And this is where these were my starting balances on them, and these were my ending ones. So it was out there. I was $3,841 in debt at that point. And then in May, my total debt had actually gone up to $4,227, and then I think with everything that that I ended up paying off, it ended at $2,950. So let's go ahead and get started. I think that's what it was. Let me check. Yes, so that's what I ended with, these three cards. And so these cards 1 through 6 continue to be at 0. I do end up using some of them, and I ended up paying them off right when either I'm able to, or it's stuff like that, like Venmo. I use it for my subscriptions. All of my subscriptions go to Venmo, so I can keep track of everything, and I save up for my subscription, so I end up just paying it as the subscriptions are going, or I kind of wait and then just pay it off, so there is no balance showing on there. Quicksilver, same thing. Credit One, I don't have anything on there. Mission, I think I used it for like some things, but then ended up paying it off right away. So my venture card is actually one that I do use for my everyday expenses. So, again, I have the money for it, so I just end up paying it off at the end. So that is a quick overview of how those cards get used. Also, before I get started, just like a disclaimer, this is my debt. I'm not justifying anything for it. It's just, it is what it is. And I can't really do much at this point. Then it's just, it is what it is. So let's go ahead and get started. The most important thing is that I'm working to pay it off. Hiccups are going to happen during the time, and it's totally fine. Everyone's journey is different. Like, it's not going to be like a linear line getting there. So it is fine if things goes up, if things goes down. I mean, you want things to go down, but if they go up, it's also fine. I'm not back into my spending habits that I used to have, so that is good. I'm very mindful when I charge something on a credit card to either make sure that I have the money to pay it off, or at least that I have a plan to pay it off within a certain time frame. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so 1 through 6 continues to be at 0. So my next debt that I was tackling on was my Avant credit card, which I had the starting balance of $750. And I don't remember how all this money came about. I don't know if it was from like my bonus and stuff, but it was there. So I was able to pay that whole thing off. So all of these are still 0. And then my Avant one, which I think the minimum payment for that was $25. And now my balance for that one is complete. Well, okay, I'm lying. It's not completely at 0. I ended up paying the whole thing off. And then a few days later, I think the statement closed date. And for some reason, they still charged me like $13 for interest, which if I'm not mistaken, it's supposed to like not charge me for interest since I paid before the statement close date. So I actually have to call them and see how that worked out and why there's $13. It was literally just $13 and something cents just on interest. So I'm not really sure why it was still charging interest. So I do kind of have to call them and see. If not, I'll just pay the $13. So technically speaking, this is at zero, and that was a very high amount that I had. I mean, $750, that was my balance on it, and I was literally just making $25 payments or 30. So it really wasn't, I mean, if $13 was the interest on it, what they were charging me in interest, like I was paying what, like $7, $7 to the actual principal. So I ended up paying all of it off. So I'm very, very excited. So yay. Okay, so that one is taken care of, thankfully. So now my minimum payment for Home Street is $40. And I believe for Wells Fargo is also $40. So I think I miscalculated my balance last time for Home Street because my Disney Pass still does get charged on there. And some other things were getting charged on there. I'm deciding to maybe once my pass expires, I think it expires in August. I mean, I'm still going to keep it, but I might move it to another card, to my debit card, or like another one of these credit cards. I mean, I pay it off every month, but it just messes me up with how much the balance actually is, because even though I'm paying it off, I mean, I have to put money in it to have the available balance, if that makes sense. So I kind of did the math right now, and the balance for Home Street is $856. So I think I miscalculated last time of what it was. And then the balance for Wells Fargo continues to be $1,500. So let me see. So we were at 2,000. So this was $2,950. And now with these two, it is, oh, that's not it. So now my balance here, or what I'm, is $2,356. And there's some cents in there, but I just did not add them. So that is my new balance. This is a new, Home Street is a new debt that I'm tackling on. I cannot speak today. And because these are my, I mean, these were lower balances, so they were a little bit easier to pay off. Since these are my higher balances, they are going to take me a little bit more time. So I just like to see, I'm going to make one huge payment next for Home Street, since that's the one I'm focusing on. I know I'm supposed to do like the debt snowball and like do like the minimum payments from these and add it on to like the next balance. So see, the problem with that was that like my Venmo, Quicksilver, even now, the only ones that probably were not was like Mission and Avant, was that my other ones were, I didn't really owe money on it because I was using them for either subscriptions or things were being charged. So I would pay it back, so I wouldn't really have to make a payment on the, if that makes sense. Like whatever I was paying, whatever transaction I was paying back, which was probably wrong, I should have paid the transaction plus made a payment. Since it would take care of the payment, I wouldn't add the payment, the minimum payment, into my monthly budget. So it has been kind of hard to add the minimum payments into my next debt, since those minimum payments were hardly added into my budget, if that makes sense. But I'm going to try to do that with Avant and Mission and see how that goes. I haven't been doing it, but I might keep doing it. I'll let you guys know how it goes. But right now, as far as my Home Street one goes, I am doing the 50 envelope challenge, and after each row I try to make a payment. So I haven't done the budget for this week. I will add 30 to it. So I just want to see how much I'm going to be able to tackle this down. So right now we have 50, 70, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84. So we have 84, and then I'm going to add 30, and that will be $114. Plus, I'm also any rollover money that I'm having from my wallet, my cash envelopes. I'm not putting it into my other envelopes that I had. I'm putting it into here. So let me see how much I have as of right now. I have 20, 40, 50, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, plus 77. So I'll be able to make $191. And then I know I'm going to have some money left for my cash envelope. So it would be like a payment of over, oh, it's going to be over 200 for sure. Okay, so with that is 191. So I'm going to add whatever my cash envelopes is. And then also I do have a little debt thingy here. This is my other challenge that I'm doing, and it's a 24-week challenge, but I'm kind of trying to see where it goes. And it's supposed to be $300 at the end. And with this one, it's 20, 40, 41, 42, 43. And I will also add on more for my next budget with me. So that was 43. So this will be a pretty big chunk. I want to say maybe $250. I will aim for that. So I just need to put $16 more on there. So hopefully I can bring this balance down to 606. I do have a magic month this month. So that would be for my next paycheck. I'm going to see how I'm going to move things around or what I'm going to be able to do. But I'm hoping that I'm able to pay this off by the end of July. That is my goal. If not by August for sure. I really want to get this paid off. So we will see how that goes. So yes, guys. So I know this is going to be a short video. Like I said, I only have 3 cards left and they're higher amounts. So it's going to take me a little bit more time to get through them and not as fast, but I'm still working at it. I mean, $2,000 still, you know, it still kind of hurts, but considering where I was like in May with the 4,000 and then 3,000, I mean, in March when I did the debt confession, it was $3,841 and $15 minus $23.56. So I have paid off since March $1,485. So that is very exciting. And then I like my balances did go up on here. So I have paid off a little bit more. I paid off possibly close to $2,000 since March. So I'm still working. I'm still trying to go out there. I did kind of slow down this month on paying off the debt after I paid off like Avant. It was just a lot of overtime. So I kind of took a break. But I'm going to go back at it to try to really get this balance down. And then I can just work on my Wells Fargo credit card. All right, guys. Well, I'm sorry. This is a short video, but this is it. I just want to get this video out there and just let you guys know about my debt and just a little update on it. These trackers are available in my Etsy. If you guys are interested in them, I will link it down below. If you guys are interested, I'm keeping track. You can put them on your app, your Good Notes app on your tablet, iPad, whatnot, to look at them or write on there. I've been just printing them out and having them on here and just looking at them and crying. But this will be it for the video today. Again, thank you so much for all the new subscribers that I've gotten. If you are interested in this type of content that I'm making, go ahead and consider subscribing and like this video and comment down below. I would like to know, I mean, we're halfway through the year, so I would love to know people's, you know, goals or people's achievements that you guys have done, that you guys put yourself that you guys gave yourself in January till now, because I feel like we have come pretty far for half of the year. All right, guys. Well, again, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye.